Well, hello, my friends. Here I am in Mesa, Arizona, with one of my best students and best friend, a very avid knitter, Jerri. And we are here together today, knitting and talking. And I would like to introduce her to you and have Jerri tell you how she became a knitter, or most important, how she became a Portuguese knitter. She has a wonderful story to tell, and I thought it would be great to share with you. So, Jerri, tell me your story.
First, Andrea, thanks for having me. I wanted to
You're
say that
most
because
welcome.
you've been very gracious in more ways than one, because my knitting story has got some humor to it.
Yes, it does.
My husband wanted to retire and travel a little bit, and so I was trying to find a portable hobby. I mean, I could sew, I can crochet.
Mm-hmm.
I am left-handed. That's my
Yes,
handicap.
that's the main.
That's my handicap. But and I can embroidery, and I thought, but that's, I don't want to crochet. I don't want to embroidery, and I sure can't take sewing machine and material, and this is really not portable. But I had an aunt that was very good knitter, and I thought, okay, I've never done this. I'm going to learn to knit.
Mm-hmm.
So I did think about being a left-handed knitter, but my aunt was, and I know she had to transpose a lot of things because the patterns are basically made for right-handed people.
She had to modify a little.
Exactly. She would have to do modifications, and I thought, okay, it's probably going to be hard enough for me to knit, let alone do the modifications, so I don't need to do that. And so I went to Walmart, like most people trying to learn to knit, and I bought some wonderful Walmart yarn, and then I bought some wonderful Walmart needles, the type that's got the big plastic in the middle.
Yeah, that makes it even harder to learn, but that we don't know when we start. We all start there.
Exactly. Yeah. And I looked over the needles, and I didn't know what size, so I thought I'll pick 7 sounds good. I think I got a size 7 needle. Bought myself a book and went home and thought, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this.
You were determined.
I was going to get it. So I'm working it, and basically the first thing I tried to do was throwing. And I found out I could throw it all right, but I wasn't very good at that, and the tension wasn't very good either. So then I had somebody tell me, you need to try continental.
Continental with
because you're left-handed,
yeah.
And that'll work so much easier. So okay, so I get the needles out, and I'm doing my thing, sitting at the dining room table with the continental, and I'm very frustrated because it's not looking good. I'm not getting it. I am so frustrated, and I threw it completely across the room. I did. I had the yarn, the needles, and I just slung it. And my husband said, boy, that doesn't look like very much fun. I said a few kind words that weren't so kind, really, and basically just leave me alone. And I not giving up, but thinking, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? I mean, how are you going to do this? Because you're not right-handed. It's a right-handed world. How's this going to... So I was really second guessing my decision whether knitting was what I wanted to do or not, or take up.
For the portable.
For my portable hobby. So I was cleaning house, and I was sweeping, and I had the TV on, and there was a craft show on. Is it Interweaves? I'm trying to think.
Interweave Knits.
Interweave Knits, I think was
Create on
yeah.
PBS.
Yeah, okay, so you're on TV talking about Portuguese knitting, and I'm going, oh, this is all lovely. And I'm kind of watching you with thinking, well, gee, it'd be nice if I could, blah, blah, blah. And you made one statement that changed my world. You said, it doesn't matter if you're left-handed or right-handed. It's all the same. And I mean, light bulbs went off in my head. I have an opportunity. I have an opportunity now to knit. So I turned off the sweeper. I thought, you have just retired out of real estate. There isn't anybody you can't find. So I went, I put after I sat down, I watched the whole show. I got up, left the sweeper on the floor, went straight to the office and started researching you. And I thought, I'm going to find her if it's the last thing I do.
You could be a detective.
I could, yeah. So it took me about 2 hours.
Oh,
and I finally found out who you were, your phone number, and where you lived. And I thought, well, the worst thing she can do is hang up on me. So I've had all kinds of things happen in real estate. So I called you and you were gracious enough to answer the phone.
I did.
You were home. We talked.
Yeah.
And you were kind enough to send me information.
All right.
And we talked about it and you gave me the encouragement. I could not wait to get your DVDs. I went out, I bought your book, I bought everything I could get about Portuguese knitting.
Okay.
And when I watched the DVD, I thought, I can do this.
Wow.
I sat down, I had no trouble whatsoever.
Wow.
To this day.
That's amazing.
And I've been fortunate enough to teach Portuguese knitting now in 3 states.
Wow.
I absolutely
love it.
I
forgot you teach it.
I do.
So when was that, Jerri? What year was that about?
It was when I first picked it up. I think it was about the summer of, I want to say about 2013.
Okay.
I could go back and look. Well, how long ago would that be? That would be.
Yeah, 12 years
13.
ago, 13 years ago. Because I don't remember when the show. I had 2 shows on Creative, 2 or 3.
It might have been. Well, about 2013 is when I really started using it to travel.
Okay.
And because I might have practiced a little bit, it might have been the winter. Gosh, I should look that up. Or 2012, late summer. But I couldn't get enough of it. I mean, I couldn't wait to go to. My hardest thing was having a little bit, somebody help me a little bit with patterns and stuff.
Right.
But you were always good enough to answer my phone calls. Encourage me, tell me I could do it when I didn't think I could. And I try to pass on the same thing because
yes, you do.
There is nothing to me that gives me more satisfaction than the Portuguese knitting. And but the thing that the students that I have taught, from the ones who have knit before, one of the gals, and she'll know who I'm talking when I say this. She had knit, she lives around the Scottsdale area, and she had been knitting continental style for a long time. But she said she always had trouble with her tension. So I had gone to a meeting, a knitters meeting in Scottsdale with a group, and I offered to teach a class there, and she was one of the students who kept it up, and she told me, my knitting has never been the same. She said it's all about the tension, and this makes all the difference in the world. And then one of my oldest students, and I would like to mention Barbara because she's a very special lady.
Yeah.
She was she's in her 80s now. She's in her late 70s when I taught her Portuguese knitting. So age is not that much of a factor.
It's not, no, I have several.
She's a very sharp cookie, and she had been knitting continental for a long time. She switched, and she has never gone back. She's done color work, she's done everything, and she loves. She's even done socks 2 at a time, toe out.
Thank you for sharing, but now what I have to share is that Jerri became such an avid knitter that now she is teaching me or inspiring me to do all
I might
my
inspire
projects.
you, but I won't teach you.
No, you teach. She is going beyond. She tries different things. She tries different projects. She tries different techniques. She encourages me to put my videos out there, so to put my classes out there.
You should.
So it's been a win-win situation. And I'm so glad we're spending this afternoon together. We're sharing this.
Me too.
We're sharing this with other knitters. It's been wonderful. It's been a wonderful journey, and everything I learned. That's a good thing about being a teacher. The more you teach, the more you learn.
You're
Don't
right.
you feel that when you taught your students?
Oh yeah, because somebody would ask me something.
Ask questions. Yes.
And it makes me either look it up or call you.
Either way, but you have to find out the answer for your students, and you'll learn.
Absolutely. And it's just, But there's nothing like what I consider the difference when I see other people, not everybody, because I know there's some people that can knit continental, and I have a friend, Bonnie, and she is very, very good. And
Yes,
she
yes, I have friends in every style.
Yeah, she's got great tension, but
Mhm.
most of the time tension matters, and
Yes.
Portuguese gives you the ability to make it more even. Most knitters, when they purl,
Mhm.
their tension is different
Won't
than
be, yeah.
than the knit side.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say there is very little difference in my knitting, whether I'm purling or knitting.
Yeah.
But it has everything to do with this.
Yes.
Because we are totally in control
Yes.
of
Yes.
the yarn, and it really matters. It really does.
I was cleaning my pictures, as I was telling you, in my old computer, and I found a picture of a student of mine. She sent me swatches. There's a table and the 3 swatches. She said, "This is my tension." Just talk net stitch with the, English or throwing. This is my tension with continental, which is the way I knit right now. And this is my tension with Portuguese style now, and I'm new to Portuguese style, and it was the most even tension. She even put, sticky notes on her swatches, and it's because, and I tell my students this, is because you don't rely on your hands to make the stitch. Every time you put a yarn around the needle, the diameter of the needle makes the stitch, and they come out all the same way. And people are very encouraged in starting that way. So,
and I think that's what does make any other thing for the students that I have taught, or the ladies that I have worked with who have never knit before, have said, like I said, this makes it so easy because you are in control of the tension.
Yes.
And it's very intimidating, one of the gals said, which I agree, that's the way I felt. I was intimidated because I was trying to make the stitch, trying to hold the needle, trying to control everything with the movements, continental or throwing. With throwing, it's even worse, I thought, because you got this movement going on.
And
so
you drop the needles to do your yarn. Yeah.
It's so, when we do it, all you have to do is hold the needles. You've got your tension. You've got everything you need. Yes. I mean, it's a beautiful process, and it creates a beautiful garment. And color work, oh my.
It makes it easier.
Oh my goodness, that's my brag.
Yeah.
That is
she
my
has
brag.
done beautiful, beautiful
Especially
color.
do a hat.
Yes.
Just,
Why don't you show your hat? Is that easy to pick up?
Yeah, I think I brought a couple because I wanted, this is what I like to do a lot. I mean, this is some of my favorites.
So much fun. Yeah, look at that.
So this is, of course, how we knit it.
Inside out.
Inside out. And the completed.
Walling.
It's a wedding, Marie Wallen.
Marie
and this
Wallen.
is, I want to say it's a wedding. I'm not getting the name right, so I don't want to miss.
That's okay. We give credit to her.
Yeah.
It's beautiful colors,
and
but
it's
look at
her
her
yarn.
work. Yes.
And I want you to know it took me all 3 days to make that. And
amazing.
I have people say it's impossible. Oh yes, no, it takes about 3 days.
Yes.
And
she
here's
has
another
beautiful color. But look at the tension. Once you work inside out, you have the tension perfectly on the public side. Yeah. Her color. Oh, look at that. This is amazing. Yeah. Amazing work.
And I try to. I don't have any trouble with my floats. I see so many people who have their floats just
messed
all
up.
over the place. And
the repeats are small, so in one round only, you use 2 colors and easy to memorize.
Oh yeah.
You can do 2 dark, 1 light, 2 dark, 1 light, and she does beautiful, beautiful work.
I think this hat, both of these were in either knit with a size 2 or size 3 needle.
Wow, small
So
needles.
yes. But it really
beautiful. Beautiful work. You get even tension.
I love it.
Beautiful color work. You don't get the puckered
fabric on that's the other thing.
Yes.
I'm glad you said that because so many people say, well, it puckers and no, I don't get any of the puckering. I just don't.
Because your floats are bigger than your project itself, so we'll never pull the fabric in.
No, it just works out so wonderfully.
Yes.
And
because it's 100% wool, the ends are going to felt in the hat. You don't have to worry about it.
No.
But look at her work; it's beautiful. Yes, I love it. And it's all Portuguese style inside out.
Yes, and I've made,
And
I
she
think,
makes it in 3 days. Oh my
and
God.
I have
That's
made,
an inspiration.
I
right
made
there.
4 of these
Yes.
almost back to back because somebody saw it and wanted, and another family member saw it and wanted it, and
Everybody wants one.
everybody wants one, and I do love to do the color work hats. They
Thank you
are
for
the
sharing.
most fun.
They're gorgeous.
Most fun. Absolutely.
Yes.
And the color work too that you can say that, not that I want to do this over and over again, but I will say, even when you do color work like this piece,
Oh yeah, this came over.
this is still,
Look at that.
it turns out really beautiful. I think the thing what I loved most about Portuguese knitting on this was just, if you turn it this way, is to just look at the knitting.
Yes, very even, very. It looks like machine knit.
Yeah, you don't have stitches that
Mm-hmm.
one puckers and one skinny, and you don't have any of that.
All the same size.
Yeah, it's all the same
She
size.
did beautiful work. She did beautiful finishing as well.
And it was
Gorgeous.
It was a labor of love to do the finished work on this.
This has a
But,
lot of finishing,
yes, it
which
did.
has nothing to do with the Portuguese
No.
style, but still,
It
the entire
makes
piece
it,
is side to side.
But the color work, even doing the Portuguese, really
Yeah.
helped, and it made it go pretty fast as far as that goes, and I loved it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And she wears most of the things she knits all the time.
I try to.
Yeah,
I
she's
really
wearing
do.
one of her
Yes.
pieces. Which
Yes,
is,
this is Yokamiya's Alexander, one of her designs, and she's a Arizona knitter, designer, and she.
Oh, is she? I didn't know that.
She's
Oh,
Arizona.
She's from here.
So she does her own yarn, and she's very gracious to help you, and very gracious to make suggestions.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, she's really
Where
really
is
good.
she?
So. Yokami, I'm not going to say where I think you are. I thought she was more in the Sedona area, but that may be Tucson.
Okay.
But I know she is online, and she's easy to contact. I would
Is
say.
that right?
Yeah, she really is.
Oh,
she's,
I have
she's,
several of her designs.
Yeah,
I'm
she's-
working on one.
she is very easy to work with. That's for sure. So
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful work. I go home so inspired to get more yarn and start knitting. So I hope you do the
I've
same.
been inspired to continue doing and learning, because
There you go.
we discussed some patterns, and I hope that you are going to help assist me on, because I know I'm
I
going to be
will.
calling you.
I will.
But I do. I
Anytime.
absolutely love Portuguese. You have no idea how important this
You
was
were
to
my
me.
best testimonial, so thank you so
No,
much.
I know. I'm very serious. It is such a fun hobby, and I just love doing it. Absolutely love it.
I'm glad I could help you find your portable
Actually,
hobby.
I think I found my total niche is what I really.
Yeah, exactly. Your
because
passion.
it is a passion.
Yeah, it's
It has
mine, too.
become a passion, because sewing was fine. The other things were fine,
Mhm.
but I am passionate about my knitting, and all of my friends would agree. They will all say, if you want to know something about knitting, ask Jerri. If she doesn't know, she'll find the answer.
Yeah.
Because I really and truly love it.
I
really
feel
do.
the same way,
Yeah.
and my husband knows how much everywhere I go, this is my security blanket. Even if I bring 10 projects and I work on one, I have to travel with my yarn and
Yep.
needles in the car. Whatever I go, airport, doctor's appointments, I always knitting. Yes, it's pretty much my passion too. and has
I
been,
can just like you, and I feel like I have so much. I have so many friends, and excuse my phrase, I always say they've been knitting since God was a little kid, because they learned when they were like 9 and 10 years old. I was completely grown before I learned, so I say I have so much catching up to do. Forgive me, I just have to knit.
You do, and you certainly do. This is awesome. Thank you so much for your time. This is.
Well, thank you for having me.
We've been talking since this morning,
Yeah.
so.
It's really been fun.